Dangote Refinery and PENGASSAN in labor dispute. 800 workers sacked. A heated labor dispute has erupted between the Dangote Refinery and the Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria over the sacking of 800 Nigerian workers. The refinery management claims the terminations were necessary due to repeated acts of sabotage that raised safety concerns and affected operational efficiency. The sacking. According to a memo signed by Femi Adekunle, Chief General Manager of Human Asset Management at Dangote Group, the decision to sack the workers was taken to protect the $20 billion refinery from sabotage. The refinery stated that over 3,000 Nigerians continue to work actively in the facility, and only a small number of staff were affected. PENGASSAN's response. However, PENGASSAN has vehemently opposed the sacking, alleging that the workers were terminated for joining the union. The union claims the refinery has replaced the sacked workers with over 2,000 Indian nationals, many of whom lack valid immigration documentation. PENGASSAN has threatened to take legal action and has instructed its members to stop gas and crude oil supply to the refinery. Union's demands. PENGASSAN's General Secretary, Lumumba Okugbawa, has demanded the immediate recall of the sacked workers, stating that the union will not tolerate the exploitation of Nigerian workers. The union has also accused the refinery of violating Nigeria's labor laws and the Trade Union Act. Dangote Refinery's rebuttal. The refinery management has maintained that the sacking was not related to unionization, but was necessary to safeguard the facility. The company has emphasized its commitment to internationally accepted labor principles, including workers' freedom to decide on union membership without interference. Escalating tensions. The dispute has escalated tensions between the refinery management and PENGASSAN, with the union threatening a nationwide strike if its demands are not met. The Trade Union Congress has also placed its members on alert, warning that the directive to cut off gas and crude oil supply to the refinery could have far-reaching consequences for the nation's economy. Government intervention. The Naira for Crude Technical Committee, chaired by Minister of Finance Wale Edun, has intervened in the matter, and sales in Naira have resumed at the refinery. However, the dispute remains unresolved, with both parties dug in on their positions. The standoff between the Dangote Refinery and the Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria continues to escalate. PENGASSAN has declared a nationwide strike in response to the refinery's decision to sack over 800 Nigerian workers, alleging they were terminated for joining the union. The union claims the refinery has replaced these workers with over 2,000 Indian nationals, many of whom lack valid immigration documentation. Key developments. Nationwide strike. PENGASSAN has directed its members to withdraw services starting from 6 a.m. on Sunday, September 28, 2025, with a total nationwide shutdown planned for Monday, September 29, 2025. Crude oil and gas supply cutoff. The union has instructed its members to cut off crude oil and gas supply to the Dangote Refinery and its petrochemical operations. Dangote Refinery's response. The refinery management claims the sacking was necessary due to repeated acts of sabotage that raised safety concerns and affected operational efficiency. They emphasize that over 3,000 Nigerians continue to work actively in the refinery, and only a small number of staff were affected. PENGASSAN's demands. The union is demanding the immediate recall of the sacked workers and accusing the refinery of violating Nigeria's labor laws and the Trade Union Act. The situation remains tense, with PENGASSAN vowing to continue the strike until their demands are met. The union has also called on Nigerians to support their cause, describing the sackings as slave labor and an affront to Nigerian workers' rights. The federal government has intervened, summoning both parties to an emergency meeting on Monday to resolve the dispute.